All right, it's being called one of the worst charities in the country, and it is right here in our own backyard.
And because of that, tonight we're doing what we can to help make sure that your money isn't being wasted. Tonight, Fox 17's John Dunn takes a very hard look at the Arthritis Trust of America in a special Waste Watch investigation.
Well, Scott and Stacy, this has been around for more than 30 years, but you might be surprised to learn what they have to show for it. Tonight, we have some tough questions for the charity's executive director on how he is spending your donations. The first time most people hear about the Arthritis Trust of America, it's often in a letter promoting a $1 million sweepstakes. What's not always clear is that the charity, where millions have been collected, is run out of this home in Fairview. Recently, a Florida newspaper named the Arthritis Trust of America one of the 50 worst charities in the country. Mr. Chapdelaine. Meet the charity's executive director and only employee, 88-year-old Perry Chapdelaine. How do you spend the money that you raise? First, it's important to understand the charity's finances. According to IRS tax records reviewed by Fox 17 News, donors have given the Arthritis Trust of America more than $8.3 million over the last decade, but little to no money has been spent on direct cash aid.
The cost-benefit ratio is a very false figure to use as a criteria.
Perry Chapdelaine says his charity formed in 1982 as a way to help people with rheumatoid diseases. These days, most of the doctors who helped form the organization are dead, and the charity's operations basically consist of this website, arthritistrust.org.
Our website is primarily the charity device now to communicate with people. It didn't used to be, but it is now.
But what about all of those millions of dollars raised? Chapdelaine says his primary expenses are running a home office, mailing books that he's written under a pseudonym, paying himself up to $60,000 a year, and paying Virginia-based solicitors up to 90% of every dollar collected.
I don't think anybody ever gives a dollar to a charity thinking that 75 or 80% of it is going to administrative costs. I don't think that's what anybody wants to do.
Tennessee's Secretary of State oversees the state's division of charitable solicitations, and he is very leery of charities dependent on professional solicitors.
It kind of makes you wonder at some point how much of it's really about just the machine of raising money as it is about what the real goal of spending that money is.
Secretary Hargett will not say if his office is currently investigating the Arthritis Trust of America, but he warns that you must be careful with your charity dollars. So besides the chance at winning a sweepstakes, your dollar gets you this website, which again is the main outlet for the charity. Chapdelaine points out it's full of helpful articles and links, but don't expect much new content. How much new material are you producing?
Very little right now.
The Arthritis Trust of America will gladly accept your donation, but some may wonder, can you trust it with your money? Perry Chapdelaine says his charity funds a little arthritis research from time to time, but he told us he can't talk about it because it's happening, quote, behind the scenes. Fox 17 News also contacted the IRS. A spokesman tells us the charity is in good standing tonight. John Dunn, Fox 17 News.